Thank you, thank you. We are back. We're a little late right now, but we are back. You know, we was trying to live stream on OBS because I am gonna be switching to OBS here real soon. But we were having issues with that OBS live stream for some reason. I guess I'm gonna have to test it out Sunday or whatnot. So we a little late. Appreciate y'all that's tuned in so far on Instagram and anybody that tunes in on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate y'all. So we about to get into it. We're gonna have a special guest tonight, a good friend of the show. Actually, was one of the founding members of Live from Fayettenam. Let's bring him on, the one and only Mr. Jones. Let's give him a round of applause.
Wow, man. I never had a reception like this. Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
Yeah, you sounded good, Mr. Jones 910, man. How you doing tonight?
Hey, yo, man, I'm doing great, man. It's like my lady right here. Man, she made me a nice little drink. It's cool. And guess what, man? Bobblehead Steph, Carolina's in the house, man. Peace
Yeah,
on my
fuck that
Davidson people.
motherfucker, man. Fuck that
All right,
bobblehead
let me,
motherfucker, man.
there we go.
Bobblehead Jordans only, baby. Bobblehead Jordans only.
How you feeling, man?
You know, even though, man, shit's kind of rough, man. I mean, like, I'm still enjoying life, man. I mean, I'm still living, man. You know, I didn't get killed by that car when that
Oh,
cracker hit
man.
me. When that cracker hit me with a car, I'm still living.
I'm gonna let you say it. You said that. All right.
Yeah, that cracker hit me with a car. I'm still living. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. So, like, it can't get much worse, man. You know, I mean, we banging out interviews. I mean, well, shit, we just did Melvin Riley. We
Yeah,
just did
man. The
Diesel
great
Rotten
one.
Rascals, Elder
Piece of him.
Sensei.
Great one. Yeah, another one. Piece of Jersey.
You know, so and then we banging out the bare knuckle interviews too. You know, I'm banging out a bunch of those. I got you up on the bare knuckle now. You actually been.
Yeah.
What was your experience like with the first bare knuckle? The whole watch.
It was dope, man. For real. I never seen bare knuckle before. Yeah, and if it was trash, if it was whack, I'd say that. But it was dope. It was real dope. And the link was clear. I found out my laptop, it moves at a good speed, so everything was like in real time. I'm like, oh. And the matches were dope, man. The matches were dope. Different fighting style. It's not boxing, and it's not exactly UFC. They got their own rules, but it's still action. It's like, I ain't climbing up in that ring. I'm minding my business. I'm gonna get my ticket, get a drink, and just have a good time. But it was dope, man. It was dope.
So when's the last time you did a full fledged interview where you was interviewed?
Over the phone.
It was
You know
over the
how
phone.
no, you know how we do.
Yeah,
We man, first of all, I gotta salute you, man. If people don't know, man, Paul, on the real, my brother, you've been doing this a long time.
appreciate it.
You and within the crew and within just people from home, you're the one. You stepped out and did this. You know what I mean? Like you was in a trailer, you was like, I'm going to do this. And the next thing I know, I saw you. I don't count your pockets, but you started paying the rent off doing this, promoting other
Yeah.
people, showing love, but at the same time, you was promoting your own music. And I just want to salute you right quick, man. And for anybody that really don't understand who you are, why you here, I got that info. But to go back to your question, yeah, man, I the the only time I was really interviewed was in the Weekender.
The Weekender. So you
I
ain't
don't
never
even,
really did no radio interviews or nothing like that?
yeah, yeah, all right, yeah. I've been on 104.5 back in the day
Okay. I think everybody was back in the
with
day. All right, we're
the
gonna get
with.
into it though. We're gonna get into it. We're about to get
Okay,
into it. We're gonna first
all right,
question
cool.
of the day, man. Now, do you remember the first hip hop song that you ever heard?
First hip hop song I ever heard. Um, all right. So, first hip hop song I ever heard. I don't know if it's considered a hip hop song, but it was that song White Horse.
By who?
I had to look it up, man, but I'm using my phone to record, so I can't do my research. But it's like White Horse. Don't ride the white horse. So that's like
Let's look that
84,
up. Song
85.
titled "White Horse." When was that? What year?
It was the 80s, man. It had to be like 84, maybe 83.
In 19 what in the 80s? Ride the
Yeah,
White Horse. 80s song. Laid back
yeah.
White Horse.
Don't ride the white horse. Yeah.
I don't know if
But
that's considered a hip hop song, is it?
that's what I was saying. But after that, it was pretty much like because the music I grew up listening to, I consider a lot of stuff hip hop, but then after that, it's Run DMC. Run DMC was like the
Run
first
DMC was like
people.
the first hip hop
Yeah,
act you probably heard.
yeah.
Now, did they make you like fall for hip hop once you heard them, or was it somebody else?
Nah, it was a progression, because I heard Run DMC, and I'm still a kid, so I'm listening to New Edition. That's the
Okay.
'80s. Prince, Michael Jackson. That's the '80s. Uh, Climax. That's the '80s. But it was a progression. When I saw Beat Street, it was still progression, but people that maybe want to rhyme, you get into the later '80s. KRS-One, Chuck D made me want to rhyme.
Okay, and that's why I was about to how did you first start rapping? So they basically got you into rapping?
Yeah, because I just wanted to try it, just do it. Because back in them days, if you got the LP or you got the cassette, a lot of times they would have the lyrics. They would have the lyrics for you to read, and so I'm in school and my teachers are teaching poetry, you know, and stuff. We writing. And they asking you to come up and they're doing creative writing. And it's like I go to school, creative writing. We're learning poetry. We're gonna learn how to write I think a limerick. But then I go home to my little records, my tapes, and it's like, you know, here it is, bam. And you say, God damn, this is a dope jam. And I go back to school trying to complete my homework, and it's all words. But yeah.
Shouts out to Bro Kimball commented on Instagram here, cuzzo. Do you know
Oh,
Bro
oh,
Kimball?
oh, yo, is it too late for a shout out or too
Uh,
early?
nah, I mean I pinned a
Hey, yo,
comment. It says here, cuzzo.
yo, hey y'all, go to Amazon and look up Dr. Kimball. My cousin got a book. My cousin got a
Okay.
book, and it's for parents and it's for the babies out there, man.
And
And
shouts out to
eh,
Damian Walker, 5'4", looks like
salute, man.
5'8" 4". Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure y'all comment as well. So yeah, Bro Kimbo's tuning in. He said here, cuzzo.
Hey,
So
cuz, drop the title of the book, man. It's
yeah,
out there though, for
comment the
real.
title of the book for us, Bro Kimball. Um, Mr. Jones, the rap name. Did you have rap names before that? Because I actually had a rap name before that.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I was I was a big Nice and Smooth fan. So now I wasn't even like rapping yet, you know. One I never recorded. I was just rapping, just trying it. But one of my favorite groups is Nice and Smooth, and my first rap name was John Nice.
John Nice. That's
Yeah.
pretty basic, right? That was pretty basic. John Nice.
Everything is basic when you first start, you
Yeah,
know.
that's like what Naughty by Nature was New Sounds. That's like in the lines of Naughty by Nature's first name,
Yeah,
New Sounds
yeah.
or New
Mob Deep,
Styles, New Styles.
Prodigy and Havoc had a whole different name. They wasn't Mob Deep.
What was
They
their
was
name? Oh
I
boy,
can't
told
remember.
her. Illa G told me in the interview. I can't remember, man. I'm getting too old to
Yeah,
remember everything in these interviews.
yeah,
Um,
man.
Sunshine after the clouds. The Village That Saved Me. That's the title. Y'all need to go check out from Bro Kimball, Dr. Kimball
Peace,
on Amazon.
peace to Petersburg, Virginia. Aunt Ann, Uncle George, Tanya, Jason. Y'all know.
So
Yeah, man.
John Nice almost sounds like the Terminator. It sounds like the Terminator and shit, John Connor and shit.
John Knight sound like he rhymed, the old school way.
Real
Get
80s.
it, rhyme. I'm
Nice
taking my time. Look at
sounds
you with lime.
John Nice. So then you decided to go to Mr. Jones. Like what made you say, yeah, this is it, Mr. Jones?
Man, you know what? The story of my life is I always got an answer, which to some things I do have an answer. And man, I was with Twan, Ant One. I was with Cordell, rest
Rest
in
in
peace.
peace.
Rest in peace, Cordell, Goldsmith. And I was with Adam, A Flex, and Steve. Steve, piece of Steve. Um, we would battle each other just to have fun. And just us battling each other, man. I just called myself. I said something like, some microphones. You can't mess with Mr. Jones, and I was like 15. So I'm gonna call
15.
him.
So when you were like 13 to 14, you was John Nice. And then 15
No,
hit.
no, I never called. I never said
You
John
never
Nice
went
out
with that.
loud.
You never went with it. Yeah. So it was
Nah, but
just
I
it
got some
was your
stuff.
it was your name, but you didn't never really go public with it.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Shouts out to my man Johnny Dozier for tuning in. He's from Gallup Acres back in the days.
All right, salute,
Comment,
peace.
Johnny, comment for us, man. Comment for us. Throw us a little comment on that. Throw your TikTok. He's my man killing it on TikTok right now.
Oh,
So
Josie.
now, who are some of the people that you look up to the most in hip hop or that you study the most?
First of all, just my crew, man, my family. I met Rodney in homeroom at 71st, and then Rodney said, "You need to meet my friend," and that turned into Twan. And then Twan was like, "Hey, man, we doing this," and that led me to meet Scoob and Steve. So them, Psych 101, and my big brother Deuce. But I mean, man, as far as what I listen to, man, and I'm heavy on Boogie Down Productions. I remember getting Public Enemy to Take a Nation of Millions on wax, and just rocking with it, man. Just like it's like hearing stuff I never heard before, man. This is how I roll. Run DMC. I studied them. I listened to. It's funny. It's like you get into this mode where you listening and because you like it, but then it's like something clicks, and
Mm-hmm.
now you're listening, but at the same time you're studying. It's like Run DMC. I was that dude. Like when Run's House came out. Tougher Than Leather. That's the album. Run DMC. I was that dude at school with the dang LP, a Tougher Than Leather. I was that dude. I just walked through it like, yeah, I got to show off this dang record. It probably looked like a goofball, but I was representing.
Now, you was part of a rap group locally called the Ivy League. What can you tell us about the Ivy League?
Um, we so my brother Twan, once again, you're gonna hear a lot about him from me. But my brother Twan and Scoob, they were already rapping and stuff, and they were dancers. And I'm not a good dancer, but Twan was like, Twan put me in the group. He was like, "Yo, you part of the group now." And one of our first shows that we opened up, Zesta was there, And Zesta said, "Hey, man, y'all are good. I think y'all are good." And then we met Zesta, and then we met everybody through, a lot of people through Zesta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we met Jabari, Doc Verbs, or Fear Lord Draper. That's where we met Drew, my brother Manny. Um, I hope I'm not leaving nobody out, man. But that's how we met them, and we kind of came together like some kind of local superpowers because Twan, School, me, Steve, we were nappy head delinquents, and then
Okay.
we changed the name to Metaphoric Methods, and then it's like, eh, uh, but yeah, man, and we just decided just friends being friends, we came together. And then now you're just sitting around looking at friends, and everybody is exposed in a righteous way. You seeing who the writer is, who the who knows how to draw, who know how to make beats, who got a mic. You seeing the ASR 10, Site 101 nurtured us, and peace to Deuce, man. Yeah, but that's how that came about, man. Peace to
Now,
them,
how
man.
many
They
members were in the group?
Oh, good gracious, man. Yeah. I already said me, Twan, School.
I mean, y'all had a lot of
Yeah.
members in the group. But do you think there was too many members for like everybody to be on the same page?
Nah, it's never too many, man. You know,
Well,
you
why didn't
because
it like why did it kind of fizzle out? Would you say,
I wouldn't say it fizzled out. I just say
or
that
it just
people.
did? I mean, it didn't. Y'all broke up eventually, and it didn't. Everybody went separate ways, right?
Nah, there was no breakup.
It was no breakup.
Nah, it's just like, man, people grow, man. People start. I mean,
So y'all just
we
kind of went y'all separate ways, but didn't really break up, is what you're
no we
saying.
yeah we never left each other alone. We're good. It's just that you know things that you do at 16, you turn 18. 18 turns into 21. People start having babies, people start getting married, people start going to school, people start focusing on their job. So it wasn't no breakup. It's just we just started operating different as individuals, but we still get down together
Which would
because
kinda imply that everybody's not really on the same page, like, with the same common goal. Like you said, life
eh,
changed and things change, and
well,
people
man,
just kinda,
Paul,
I
Paul,
mean,
Paul, you know me, man. I feel like we all on the same page. Life is the same page. We all want to live. We all want to eat. We all
well, I
want to
mean,
be
as
at
as
peace.
as far as, like, when you're in a rap group, typically the goal is y'all to try to, like, build a
Yeah,
brand together and make money
yeah.
off the music together or get signed to a label together, and it felt like I mean, did y'all ever drop an album?
Nah, man.
See, yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't remember y'all
And
dropping an album.
that's something I thought we would get to later, but nah. But we did. It's so crazy because we did make music, and at least for where we were at home, we were known. You know,
Yeah.
we
No, a
were
lot of
able.
people around the Ville heard of the Ivy
But
League.
but there's cats straight from home. They did drop albums and stuff. Man, I'm on a lot of I'm on some stuff, but to this day I haven't
Well, we
dropped
about to
the.
get into some of that in a few. Let's
Mhm.
start. Okay, let's jump into the character assassins.
Oh man.
So they got the Source Unsigned Hype. You remember the month exactly in the year? What's the month in the year? You
I
got the copy.
remember it was like yeah, I got it. It's somewhere, but I want to say 96. No, maybe 96, 97. No, it was close to the millennium. Nah, I had to be like, man, look it up, man. Dr. Dre's on the cover. Dr. Dre's on the cover. Dr. Dre was leaving Death Row. Dr. Dre was on the cover, and they had the electric chair knocked over.
You said the one with the electric chair knocked over?
Yeah, Dr. Dre on the cover of the Source.
I only see one with Dr. Dre with some fire and Dr. Dre with a gun to his head.
Oh man.
Okay, there it is. I see it. I see it with the electric chair. What month is that? That's okay. That was July 1996.
All right, 96. So I was right the first time.
So,
'96.
what was the feeling like around that? Did people like feel like Fayetteville just kicked the door wide open, or what? I mean, what was the feeling?
It's funny your choice of words, because first of all, I want to say character assassins is everything to me. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because we younger than them, so we was hearing them on the radio, and we would see them in ciphers. We like, I can't speak for everybody else, but we wanted to be them. They was that nice in your face, and they heard our stuff and was like, took us in like little brothers, man. But yeah, and you said your choice of words. You said feelings. They put that out as a single produced by Rick
Mm-hmm.
Marble. Feelings. Maybe, and I don't know if Kinetics was on that, but Kinetics is one of the main producers. But man, it felt great. I remember how I found out, you know, I went to Foxfire just on some regular hanging out, and it was like, yo, we in the unsigned height. And as soon as I got there, I left. I think Twan was with me, but I left. I went straight to Cross Creek Mall, and it was that entrance where you got, at the time, it was coconuts outside. You walk in the building, you got the arcade to the right, and then you got the magazine store. And I went straight to the magazine store, and I'm looking at people that I freestyle with, I study from, hang out with, and I just saw them in the face, and now I'm looking at them in the biggest hip hop magazine in the world at the time. Shit was dope. Yeah,
Let me ask
yeah.
you this. This is kind of a, everything can't be peaches and cream with the questions. Like, what do you feel like was lacking of why they didn't capitalize off of that moment?
It's all I it's all I can give you is my opinion, and my
Yeah,
opinion is,
yeah. Just give me
no,
your
no, no,
opinion.
no, 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 no. My opinion is
What?
not fact, man. You got to talk
Well,
to
just
them.
say let's not do that. Let's not do the we gotta state facts on every damn thing. In fact, we're not doing fact checking on here, man. People are allowed
I
to give
know.
opinions, man. If
All
people
right.
want to
Well,
give opinions, they're allowed to give opinions. Everything on the planet don't gotta be facts, dude. We gotta get
it's
away from that society.
nah, because
People can still get an opinion on situations. Like, just
I'm
what's
cool
your
with every.
opinion of why they didn't capitalize at that moment?
They tried. They tried. We actually got to do shows with them out of town. On their time. On their ticket. But I mean, man, youth and people wanting to do things their way is like, you come out like
Okay.
this fist. You come out like a fist, just knocking everything out, y'all together. But then it's like this one finger wants to go over here.
Not on the
this
same
one,
page. Not on
this
the
one
same
finger,
page.
yeah, it's like, oh, everybody got thoughts, but what happened to this? And now, sometimes you get left with a middle finger, and everybody says, "Fuck you."
Yeah, we got to be real about this. The more people you bring into the mix, the harder it is to keep everybody on the same page.
But it is. I mean, that's true, man. I mean, it goes down for everything in life, man. I mean, shoot, my family is just not my mom, dad, me, and my sister. It's a lot of us, but you can maintain, you can manage. But when it comes to stuff like that, this it's what? It's real crazy when something that you love to do actually becomes something you can actually pay the bills with. When money start coming in, fame comes in, eh, sometimes everybody's not on the same plan. People want different things, but
All right,
all
so
due respect.
this is the Fayettenam show, so we're gonna give people some context, right?
All right.
So there's an artist. named Jermaine Cole,
Mm-hmm.
who's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Now, a lot of people don't
Mm-hmm.
know this, but the first music he actually released was under a rap named The Therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people also might not know you were actually on that album or that compilation. You were actually had a song on that compilation with some of the very first music ever recorded and released by the one and only Jermaine Cole. Some of them know him as J. Cole. Um, I mean,
Therapy.
when you think on it to this day, reflect on it this day, like, what does that feel like to you?
It was dope to me because you know what? I don't know if you did this on purpose, but that's a great segue because that was that was my first time rhyming by myself. That was my first time,
And what
no
did I
crew.
say? What did I say about that song on that compilation? What have I always said?
That
I
was my
said
first.
I've said it's one of at least the top two songs of that compilation, right?
I appreciate that, man.
Along
But
with
that was,
I think I said D.A. Baracus and you, or maybe
hey
that
man,
Tar
I
Heels
got
track, maybe that Tar Heels
that's
track too. Open
KMS. That's
Eyes, yeah.
KMS. Yeah, that's KMS, man.
But
And I think
I
I think
felt
that's
like
J
you
Mo
had
on the
one of the
beat.
better songs on there. You know what I'm saying? And to
Re-
be honest with you, I actually put your song over all the songs that J.
yeah,
Cole was on.
I put all the songs over mine, man. You got man. I mean, you got J Mo. Rest in peace, Filthy Rich. Rest in peace, Los. You know,
Yeah, that wouldn't have been
yeah,
live for Fayettenam without
but
probably the passing of Filthy Rich.
but that was a blessing, man. Like I said, I was rhyming by myself. We wasn't doing, it. Like I said, progression. So it's like I found myself at 20 something. Cats were doing different things. We still cool, but we doing different things. And
And who produced that beat?
rest in peace, DJ Strong,
Oh,
Livation,
Strong made that beat.
Strong and Milk, man. Yeah, they had me come over to their house. I went to their crib. They had a studio in there, and I was just getting off of work. I was just getting off of work at like 2, 3 in the morning. The beat was made for somebody else. And I was like, it's somebody else's beat. It was like, let's just hear what it sounds like. And rest in peace, Strong. He said, I'm gonna have this on the radio. And I never heard the song played on the radio, but people let me know they heard it. And then Nervous Wreck hit me up from Bomb Shelter. Nervous Wreck was like, you know, we like that joint on our we doing this thing.
Hmm.
And that dude put me on, man. Nervous Wreck and Filthy all terrain music. To this day I'm track number 13 on that joint. And I didn't know the therapist was going to be who he is. And I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, because when I first heard of J. Cole, I was like, who the fuck is J. Cole? And then when I seen who he was, like the picture of him, I
Hmm.
was like, oh, that's the therapist. That's
Hey,
exactly what I said. Is like, oh, that's the therapist.
and on the real, man, to anybody watching or listening, like look up Fayettenam Bombers compilation, man. You know,
Now, let me
it
ask you this.
yeah,
Before,
peace
because
of barbed wire too, man. And
before,
to
Carlos
everybody.
passed, I interviewed Bomb Shelter. I got the last interview with Bomb Shelter together, right? And they were talking about that the Fayettenam Bomber compilation would eventually be released. Now, I know there's probably been pushed back, but if they actually release that, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If like Cole actually would just like maybe post it to his social media accounts, that could be really a big thing where like people that are diehard J. Cole fans actually get to go and hear some of his early music before he
Yeah,
became J. Cole. And at the same time, they could hear these other artists as well. I mean,
cause
if
man,
they
look,
did it right, it could really be a really big rollout for that
that
compilation releasing in this day and age. If Cole got behind
that
it and they just advertised it, promoted it right.
it's like, look, man, it's a blessing to be a part of that project. and it was real good for home. I mean, these cats, they really sold copies, man. They were, and this is the days that we weren't streaming yet. So it was like you either got it from the local record store or you was paying somebody cash,
Mm-hmm.
hand to hand exchange. Like I hold on to this, man. I got this. Yeah. You know, like I would show you the back, but they got old phone numbers on it, man. But I mean, yo, man, and for people that's really into music, especially anybody, if you are a big Cole fan, yeah, what's on that
Hey, well,
compilation will be interesting. You want that? It's like a Babe Ruth rookie card or something.
yeah. Well, we're gonna get to a quick dizzle break, and we're gonna come right back with Mr. Jones.
Tropical drink.
Are we drinking? Me and my team, whenever we link up, they're gonna be drink up. We sit down, relax, and have few glasses when there's things to think about. Like I'm nice with the boss when I tend to the bars, and I'm not talking drink ups. So tell the bartender that's tending the bar to please pass me a big cup up. And tell that waitress is waiting on us to put a little ice in it. Now watch the ice become weightless like the spaceships that I be sitting in. Now wait and listen, they're waiting for that tropical twist that'll tickle your taste buds. Now taste some. Now I insist it's the drizzle.
That's right. I really mean it. You could dizzle too. Dizzle is a premium luxury liqueur mixed with agave tequila, cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. Throw your dizzle on ice and it's nice. Want to get your very own bottle of bottles? Go to dizzlebrand.com. We actually got the little mixed drinks as well. We got 4 flavors. We got Red Bottom, Mango Rita, Dizzle on the Beach, and the Dizzle Sangria.
Dizzle on the beach.
Dizzle on the Beach, baby. Available in California, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Arkansas, and
I
we'll
like
be
that.
coming to Georgia soon as well. And let's see, we got a comment. Peyton Lucas, appreciate
Man,
you
the
tuning
P.
in. Says Jones, what up?
That's my big brother right
Appreciate
there, man.
appreciate you tuning in and comment and keep them coming. All right, so
That's my
say
big
okay.
brother. He's my official manager. He been turning down the role for decades, but
Uh-huh.
if you wanna get to me, if you ain't P and you want to get to me, you gotta holler at PL Smooth, man.
All right, we're gonna play some little game here. Like, let's start with this one. All right.
All right, what you got,
Jones,
P?
right now. So you're about to drop an album tomorrow.
All right.
You can only get one producer to produce your album tomorrow. Who you getting? And the budget's endless. We're not, budget's like whatever. We got the money, we got the funds, we're getting whoever we want. Who we getting?
You know what? Producers are my best
And now
friend.
that's your whole project. He's gonna produce your whole project now. So it ain't gonna.
I gotta choose one. I don't like
my
choosing
dog
one
tripping.
thing, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel you, man, but you gotta pick somebody.
a whole project. I go with DJ Premier.
You go with Premier, even
Yeah.
in this day and age?
I mean, I really want to go back further than Premier,
You
but
wouldn't go with like Pete Rock?
of course.
I would go with Pete Rock. As much as I love Premier, I want every song to sound different.
Well, then you know what? I just should
And
say
that's the thing. That's the
my
problem I would have with Premier in this day and age is every song would sound pretty much.
well,
It's Premier all day long.
well, I kind of front it because I'm trying to. I don't know, but I would if I had the money, if I had the time, I'd really go with the Bomb Squad. I'd really go with I mean, the first Public Enemy album, second Public Enemy album, third Public Enemy album. Good gracious, man.
We got
The
an endless
Bomb
budget.
the
Why
Bomb
not go with
Squad.
Timbaland?
I'm gonna have Timberland on there, but like I said, I
No,
don't
we
like
can't get
choosing.
one. Peyton
Man,
said you
Paul.
got to. Peyton said Q-Tip.
Oh yeah, I'd rock that shit out, but it's like Paul, you know me. Like like when people be like, "Yo, one of these rappers got to go." I don't like that. I don't
You know
like
who I
that,
would pick
man.
though in this day and age? If I had to pick right now, if I got the budget to pick whoever I want, I'll be honest with you. I think I would go with this day and age. I think I would go with somebody like Static Selector.
Stat Selector, Don Cannon is dope.
Maybe Alchemist. I don't. Maybe
Alchemist, yeah.
Alchemist.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like you was like choose one. Like, man, producers are writer's best friend, man. We love beats, so it's hard for me to just
All
pick
right,
one.
so let's get into the next question.
All right.
Who do you think has been like the most influential and impactful hip hop artist? Like you could just name a few off the top of the head that just been most influential or impactful artists, man, throughout our lifetime. I mean, think about hip hop's only 51 years old. I'm 45. You're what, 40,
8.
48. So you pretty much lived we lived pretty much all of hip hop's fucking lifespan, damn near, except for a few years.
Yeah, we weren't there, and I always show respect. We wasn't there for before it even started bubbling. We was around when it was on the radio. This stuff wasn't even on the radio back in the day. But Run DMC,
Run DMC,
good
okay,
man, Run DMC is large. People need
yeah.
to respect that, man. Run DMC is large, man. You never They had their own dress code, they had their own sound, you know. If you were if you were natural born hater like me, Run was already speaking your language because they was talking about sucker MCs. So there was sucker MCs before whack MCs. So Run DMC, Rakim, Rakim changed, Rakim changed stuff after Run DMC. You know, when nobody sound like the R. Don't
Rakim definitely
nobody.
put cats on notice.
Of course, man, KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, rest in peace, Scott LaRock. I'm a big Boogie Down Productions fan. Public Enemy, The
What
Bomb
about
Squad
Nas?
on production. I'm still in '89, man. I'm
Oh,
still
you're
in
still in
'89.
89.
Yeah, Nas don't come to like 5 years later, but Nas
Nas
do.
definitely changed the game.
Man, good gracious, man. It ain't hard to tell. I bought it as a single on cassette, and it's like one of the crispiest hip hop songs I ever heard. It was so crispy. It was like, and they got the Michael Jackson sample. Like, how did they get that cleared?
Let
And
me ask you this. Do you think Criss Cross had a lot of impact and influence?
yeah, I do. I was
I mean, more than most rappers, I would say.
their impact is different. They
It
don't have
is,
it. They
but
don't. They don't. They don't. They don't have the impact as Nas. Crisscross didn't make you. You
they didn't
know.
have their impact wasn't really with the sounds and the music. Their impact was with fashion.
Yeah,
And
Crisscross ain't
that's
make
another
you.
part of impact. If it's just like Public Enemy, they had
Hey,
everybody wearing the African beads and all that and chains and stuff. That's impact.
yeah, that's
If
impact. But
if everybody starts dressing like a
right.
certain cat or a
But
certain group, that's impact and
but
influence and
it,
influence.
I just got to bring it back. Public Enemy really is not. Public Enemy is not the African Medallion. They had them, but
But they had a lot of
it's not.
people
It's
wearing
not.
them.
It's not about what they showed. It's man. Public Enemy was about the beats and the lyrics. You know, like
Yeah, but the impact went further than the music. Like when people start copying the way you dress and the way you talk and the way
that's
you
impact.
walk, and
Yeah, I'm with you.
that's
I'm with
influence.
you.
That's
I'm
total
with you.
influence over people.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you
Yeah.
on that.
And
Yeah.
Criss Cross actually made every little young dude in junior high go to school with their pants backwards and sagging their pants and all that. It only lasted
I
about a
did.
day though. It only lasted
I
about a day.
I did that shit for like 2 days just to
That's
try it.
Yeah. It didn't last a week.
Yeah,
It didn't
it
last
was
a week.
gone.
Once we realized we couldn't pee this way, like you couldn't go to the bathroom with your pants on backwards, that shit
And
wasn't the same.
it is, and it's a real dope time, man, because when you go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everybody's talking about hip hop. Everybody, but a lot of people that talk, they they're doing like revisionist history. They coming from the back, and it's like it's crazy. Some people don't realize that Crisscross, Naughty by Nature, Public Enemy, Heavy D, Boogie Down Productions, Ervin and Rakim, they were all out at the same time. And that's not even mentioning the R&B artists, man. It's like there was so much variety being shown back in the day, man.
All right, so you trying to record a song tomorrow, and
Okay.
we only got a budget for one feature, but it's an endless budget,
Why
right?
everything gotta be one, yo?
It's an endless budget, right?
Endless budget. And I'm just
But we
picking
trying
one
to make a
person?
hit. We trying to make a hit. We ain't just trying to make a nostalgic song and let's please Jones song. We trying to make a hit record and break that joker. Who are you featuring on it?
But we trying to make a hit, right?
We trying to make a hit. We ain't
Trying
talking
to
about
make it
album cuts. Not album cuts, hits.
not yeah.
We
Not
trying to
no
make a
not,
hit record, a
not,
song that we could push to the mainstream, to the masses. Who you getting on? Are you getting Jermaine on it? Are you getting Kendrick? Are you getting Drake? Are you getting Wayne? Are you going with M? You going with Marshall?
I'm throwback, man. Give me Timberland with a side of Missy, and we'll make it happen.
So you gonna have Timberland produce it, and you gonna have Missy actually singing on the record or whatever, or rapping on the record with you?
Yeah, and Luda on the remix after the original song blows up.
I mean, it might could work. Missy ain't made a
You
hit.
don't like my
Missy
idea?
ain't made a
You don't
hit
like
in a
my
while
idea?
though. Missy ain't
You
made a
don't-
hit in a while.
You don't like my idea, but she already got hits. Her clip is loaded. Missy is good.
I just think like if you want a sure thing in this day and age, in this climate,
so-
man, you
so-
got
so
to
what
go
do
with
you ask-
somebody like
all right.
Marshall or K Dot or Cole or
Nah, but it's all about the artist and who they get with. You can be anybody, but you just might not mesh well with that person, man. You know, I don't know. There's people out here that's triple platinum, 5 times platinum.
this
but
is the thing you got to
just 'cause
realize though.
just because you got a song with them, don't mean it's going to work.
I get
you
that,
know?
but if you got a song with Marshall,
But it don't mean it's a hit.
it's gonna work. It's
check
gonna
this
work
out.
though.
All right,
It's
all
gonna
right,
work
all right.
though.
Let's see, man. Y'all getting a bird's eye view of my phone conversations with Paul. Let's go here. LL has a song with Marshall on his new album,
And
correct?
why did he got Marshall on it? Why do you think he got Marshall on there?
I understand. No, for various reasons.
The numbers, he know the numbers are gonna go through the roof.
But Paul, is that song considered a hit? Is that joint being
There's
played
different
on the
kinds
radio?
of hits nowadays.
Oh, now we're talking about different kinds of hits. Come on,
Radio
P.
doesn't
I'm
dictate
going back
what
to
if
my
a
original
song's just a
answer.
hit nowadays. Sometimes they're YouTube hits, sometimes they're TikTok hits. But a hit is a hit. If we get millions and millions and millions of views on YouTube because we got a song with Marshall, we should be able to translate some of those over to real fans.
But is it a hit? Is it a song that people are talking about?
This is the thing. There's no guarantee to make a hit, but we're trying to have the best possible potential to have a hit in this day and age, in this mainstream climate. And you can't go with Missy, who ain't dropped the album in over 10 years. I would rather you said LL or Common on the feature because they were more relevant. You know what I'm saying? But I think
here we go.
You would have to. I'm telling you, you'd have to go ahead and call Hove up. You had to go ahead and call Hove up with the endless budget and get him featured or something. It's gotta be somebody that everybody's clamoring for.
You know what? I just disagree, man. Nobody is talking about, and I'm just using that song as an example. Nobody is walking around like, yo, that Eminem and LL. Come on, man. Did you play it today? Did you play that song today?
No, but I guarantee. Whoa. Let me show you. Let me pull something up here.
Nah.
So let me just break something down for you real quick. Let me show you how this works with Eminem. I just want to.
Yeah, I know how it works, man. Paul. We talking about streaming, man. Man, you can
This
play
is
an
what I'm
album.
trying to worked a lot of songs with features through the years. How many songs you think I done work with like NLE Chopper and cats like that? Those features don't work. They don't work.
I'm telling you, I don't know. Yeah,
Though like the features that are like
man.
people who ain't dropped music in over a decade, those don't work. Then the features that like everybody's paying for, like everybody's paying NLE Chopper for a feature, so that doesn't typically work. But when when you pay somebody like M, right? I mean, you don't even got to pay M. You just got to be a Reddit person and get on here and post. What is your opinion of the new Eminem song titled Houdini, right? And you'll get 400,000 views off of that,
I got you. I got
like
you
I
on that.
did. So like
I'm
that's
with
what I'm
you.
saying.
I'm with you.
Certain people command certain numbers every time. Eminem is like this cat. If you got a song with Eminem, everybody's gonna go listen to it at least once. At
And
least
that's what I'm
once. And
saying.
it's up to you
Eh,
afterwards to pull them in.
How many people are listening to it once, but it still adds up to like 100 million streams? It still don't make
Millions
it
of
a
people
hit.
listen. This is
Man, everybody got the
once it
opportunity
starts.
to listen to something one time. But do they play it 3 times, 4 times? Do they play it 20? Nah. A lot of people just checking shit out for once and then they done. But
I
it
get
still
that,
adds
but what
up.
you're
It
missing
still adds up
is
into the total sum of the
you
streams.
gotta
It's
put
wild.
yourself in the best position to possibly have a hit on your hands, and you don't do that by going to get an artist who ain't recorded a single song in 10 years and released it. You got to get people who are more relevant to the times, people that
Hey
are
man.
actually being checked for. That's why I'm saying, like, to really have a bona fide hit as a feature, you got to go with like Kendrick, Cole, Drake, and you got to go with these people that demand so many views. It might not be a hit as far as some people's mind, but when it reaches a certain amount of views, all them songs are
Right.
hits. They're all hits once they
Hey,
reach a
hey,
certain
hey,
amount of views.
no arguments from this way, man. I'm just saying everything don't work out, man. You can have a song with Eminem, you can have a song with Drake. That shit could still end up being something that people only play once. It's like, you know, on the
I don't
whim.
know that there's any song that Drake has done that most people only play once.
Well, I'm not that cat.
I don't think
I've never.
most people only played any J. Cole. People that listen to J. Cole they ain't listening to songs just once. Every song got listened to probably twice.
Yeah, man. You know, we all listen to who we listen to, man.
And when you're talking about somebody like Eminem, the way they critique him so much, they always go back and listen to that shit again, man, to try to make sure their critique is right. Because
Uh,
Eminem is one of the most critiqued artists
and
on the planet. When he drops, it's like
I'm
everything
not.
that he drops, every people got to talk about it like crazy, dude. Whether
I
it's
mean,
the haters shit talking it or the stands like, yo, we love you, M.
people do, man. But I know some people they really hate my observations because it's real simple. If you're doing anything in life, you're gonna be criticized. Yes, I know Marshall. Marshall got he done sold over 500 million records, but he's not the only one being criticized for what he does. Everybody's criticized.
No, but when you're always that big,
Some people are just more sensitive towards certain artists. Or if you got a big enough crowd, you can hear the roar louder, whether people like them or don't. So
well, the bigger your
it's
fan
all
base,
good. Mhm.
the more criticism you're gonna get because there's more eyeballs on you. Because the
I just
haters are always hating on the fans, like, why the fuck they like this motherfucker in the first place?
that's why it's funny. You know, I love when people they be like, I hate this, but it's like there's people that really spend their time hating on something all damn day, and they look crazy, man. But you know, I know what time it is.
And we
I
got
mean,
6 minutes left to an hour, man. I want to play this
word.
song though, man. You want to introduce this song that I'm about to play? This
Hey, yo,
last
man,
song you did with me?
I hope I just didn't kill your show, man. Let me ask Steph Curry. Hey, yo, Steph, should he play that joint?
Is he's bobbing his head sideways? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
yes or
yeah.
no?
Hold up.
All right, so we're gonna play that Paul Masson and Mr. Jones, that Fayettenam business.
Word, man. That was on my birthday. That was on my 48th.
Yeah, we made this on your birthday. We're gonna play this,
Thanks, Fayettenam.
and you know, just a tribute to Mr. Jones here. Let's see what we got.
Word. Here we are, man. Fayettenam business, man. Fayettenam business. Fayettenam. Peace, everybody.
Showing the trophy, yo.
Let's go!
Forever and a day, I'ma be John Jay. I know just where I'm headed, going every which way. Sometimes you gotta leave when you wanna stay. Sometimes you gotta chill when you wanna slay. Parlay, same energy for the next day though. Be like water, form like Play-Doh. No Play-Doh, form like dough. Oh, you never had bread fresh out the oven? That's a real quest, every slice fresh. Yo, we're still alive, think about your last quest. Hey yo, your past life could have been your last death. Hey yo, last talk could have been your last breath. Hey yo, I'm only speaking to the true and living. I speak for receivers, thankful for what's given. It's all about saying thanks. I got more love than money in the bank. It's all about saying thanks. I got more family than money in the bank. How long? For 8 years in the Raleigh zone. Peace, Prime Minister P. It's good to be home. Fayettenam business.
Yeah, it's two bitches.
Okay.
You either participate or you a witness.
Fayettenam business. Let's go.
Fayettenam business.
I'm from Fayettenam, make way for the dime. P. Got my sign, I'm Godzilla to your King Kong. Just sing along, the name rings bells, it's Paul Masson. I know you heard of me, these jealous ass rappers, they wanna murder me. I'm hot to the third degree, slice up the meat surgically. I'm like Mercules when I hurt the seas. Fayettenam ain't the home of the murk, and the south is the home of the rose with the dirt. We exposing your skirt, when we pull up, you froze up from that skirt. Every day this ain't grind, we put in that work. The home of the scrapping and rapping, the Fayettenam, and the home of the trapping and clapping. More than half these motherfuckers capping. I leave the ship, so just say aye, Captain. I subscribe till it will, not it might happen. And once you stop making moves, you the first cat I'm lapping. Y'all chasing cloud, I'm chasing money to be stacking. Your honey, I be macking. While you missing in action, it's closed caption, you'll ask Finn. I be doing this for life like I was Mac 10 with MC. And I don't give a fuck, you haters don't love me.
Nah. Fayettenam business. Yeah, Fayettenam business. You know, Fayettenam business. You either participate or you a witness. Fayettenam business. Take me to court, you can play the witness. Hey, it's still Fayettenam business. What it is, yo, Fayettenam business. What they say, yo, it's Fayettenam business. Hope now, you know, it's Fayettenam business. Spring Lake, you know, it's Fayettenam business. Clay, Fayettenam business. Fayettenam Raleigh, Fayettenam business. Everybody going, man. It ain't like
Rest in peace, man.
Relax.
Rest in man.
But it's Fayettenam business. Don't care what you say. Fayettenam business. Come from where you come. 910 business. Yeah, 910 26 business. Fayettenam business.
It's a blessing to be alive, Paul. We came a long way, my friend. I appreciate it.
We make some good music together, man. We got Pussy Don't Control My Life. Yeah, so y'all, if y'all got an Alexa or whatever, get on that bitch and tell her to play Pussy Don't Control My Life.
You just had to shout that one out, huh?
Yeah. Make sure y'all tell that bitch Alexa to play Pussy Don't Control My Life. That's the only song on the planet titled that. You Feel Your Pain. Really Feel Your Pain is like really, really deep, talking about some of the shit that's going on nowadays. We had, what's the other one? We had the the
Go
one we
Ahead,
got
Retire.
one
We got
sample.
Go
I
Ahead,
need to put that on Bandcamp now.
You got Go Ahead, Retire, produced by
Go Ahead,
Paul
Retire. We got what's the one with the big pun sample?
Oh, Beware.
No, that's
No.
Harsh Realities. Harsh Realities.
Harsh Realities. Yeah.
Then
we ain't getting that sample cleared.
and Go Ahead. That's the Par Yen one, right? That's the Par Yen one.
Yeah, Go Ahead.
We got some comments.
Hey,
Porterfield, appreciate you tuning in. What up, Porterfield? Christopher Porterfield be everywhere, man. That dude be a
CP. Are you with me?
Yeah, we just over here talking some hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Some real hip hop, not that fake ass phony shit.
We didn't even get into no stories, man. I didn't get to tell
Like, what do you want
nobody
to
how
what?
I met
Like,
you
what do you
and
want to
all
talk
that.
about? What do you want to talk about?
Man, we'll do it another time, man. You know I'm gonna call you, but it's like, I met you in a real interesting way, and I've seen you do some things. hip hop wise, man. You know, performing, open mics, shows. I seen you, man.
Let
You
me
know,
ask you
so
this. Let me ask you
uh,
this. I've always felt like this. Bomb shelters to me was the only group or act in Fayetteville that I heard, period, like back in the days, that had an album out that sounded like it should have already been in the industry.
I'll
That
I'll throw
food, clothing, and
uh
shelter, it sounded like an album that would have fit perfect with the times.
oh, here you go.
It
Yeah,
it
right
it,
there.
it, it should have been
That's it.
in
That's
the
it right there.
industry,
That
like
food,
it
clothing, and
should have been a
shelter.
mainstream album in the industry. I mean, that album is better than a lot of hip hop albums in the 90s, man.
You know what?
A lot. I mean, I ain't gonna start calling some names out. I'm not gonna do that to artists from the 90s, but I would
Man,
put
if
that album over a lot of albums in the 90s, man.
hey man, that I still got it.
Can I say this? This gonna sound like a
It's nervous
crazy.
wreck,
This
man.
might sound like a crazy take.
You gotta.
This might sound like a crazy take. You might think I'm off my rockers, but I mean, I strongly believe this. I would put that album over the first Das Effects and the first Lords of Underground album.
Yeah, you sound crazy. This shit is dope. I love this album, but
I think that album is way more flawless than their first albums. Das Effects' second album was better than the first of all.
I can agree with that. But I love DOS Effects.
See?
Nah, ain't no
See?
C. Nah, nah,
See?
nah, 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 nah. You
See?
trying to do that? You trying to do that stuff
See?
that you do? Like, yes,
See?
you agree?
See? That you might as well put the Bomb Shelter album over the first Das Effects if you say the first, because the first you're acknowledging the first Das Effects album isn't really all that. When you say the
No,
second is better,
no. I just said the second one. It shows it.
because it wasn't the first one wasn't really all that, man. Dude,
But yo, we started.
Hakeem
We
Green said out his
we
own mouth, friend of the show. What'd he say? Our second album was better than the first. Channel Live.
and we started this conversation saying that progression, something the first time is not like after
So
the
it's
first
not really
time
a
you learn
strong take for
something.
me to say. It's
It's
not a strong
bomb,
take for me to
bomb,
say Bomb
bomb.
Shelter's album might have been better than Slattery's first albums in the 90s in hip hop. Because, like you said, they didn't hit the progression yet. I ain't gonna put it over like J. Rue the Damager or nothing like that, or OC, or
I'm just saying.
I ain't going that far,
You know
but
what? You know what? I'm just
I
saying,
just
man. They
think
don't.
there's a debate that the Bomb Shelters album is better overall, it's a less flawless album than I think the first Lords of Underground and the first Das Effects. Just because these guys had a mainstream record deal doesn't mean that they put out a better album.
I mean, well, I love the album, so I'll throw it on the list.
And I'm
But
not even saying that like Fayettenam show. You know I'm not doing this
why are we even doing this, man? Ooh.
because that's how I
I
feel. I
know,
just feel
I
like the
know.
Bomb Shelters album,
That's dope. Yeah, you know
it
what?
should have been
Yeah.
out there with the mainstream. It sounded like an album that could have been out there with the mainstream. It's the only album I heard back then that I felt like, oh, this album could compete with the top dogs. I didn't feel like that with the No Turning Back Paul Masson album or some of these other albums, even my own
I
album. I
get
didn't
you.
feel like, I could compete with these
Oh yeah,
cats.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
But
yeah,
this
man.
album, this Bomb Shelter album, beginning to end, is there a song that you skip? Is there a song that you'll skip on that album?
Nah, man. I've been
I'm skipping something on the
I've
first
been
DOS and the
I've
first
been
Lords, man. I'm
I've
skipping
been
something.
I've been texting and calling Nerve for years, man, and I always repeat the same line that he said.
What?
He said it on this album. I'm not going to say it. That's not for the public. It's just something. It's a favorite line of mine because
Yeah.
I love beats and I love writers and I find things that I like and I repeat that shit to death. You know what I mean? But
Fayettenam Bombers on tour like Arnold Palmer. Nah, you know something? I ain't gonna lie.
They had a skit. They had a skit at they was calling. They said instead of Walmart, it was Walmart, and they had the little boom sound in the back. That shit was funny, man.
And then
Yeah,
they really, I mean, the cover, man. I mean, everything. pulling motherfucker out the ground, looking like
Yeah,
you pulling him out
man.
of a bomb shelter. The
Like I say,
title,
man.
when you think of like Fayettenam, like the militant shit, food, clothing, and shelter. I mean, everything was just perfect with that album, man.
Man, we are who we are, man.
The
It's like,
quality of the
man.
recording was good. It wasn't
I
lacking
mean,
in quality recording. It wasn't lacking in quality production. The lyrics wasn't
you,
lacking. The like you said, the
you,
skits were dope.
you
I think, to be honest with you, it's probably a 4.5 mic album in my opinion.
I just gotta say, man, you gotta give it up, man. You got cats like Bob Wire out there. You got cats like Deuce, Psych 101. You got cats Malaw out there. You got cats like Cold Crush. Cold Crush was he Cold Crush is one of the first Fayettenam rappers I seen at Paradise Records. His CD was sitting right there. I was like, wow, that's dope. I didn't know you could do that. Like his own stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't remember Cold Crush, but a lot of people do.
And I'm gonna throw
But
this out there too. Top
all
3
right,
albums in Fayetteville. Top 3 albums released in Fayetteville. Bomb Shelter #1. And between 2 and 3, I don't know what order, but I gotta go with Zeph Lesson. The
I got that. I got
what is
that.
it called? My Music, My Life. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Zeph Lesson, and I gotta
And he
go with
got
the Black Watch 21st Century
man. See, that's
with the
open eyes
Body
right
Rock, the
there.
Body Rock joint. Those are the
Yo,
best three albums
body.
ever released by artists out of
Piece
Fayetteville.
piece of Black Watch. Piece of Open Eyes Crew. Piece of JMO. Uh, piece of KMS, man. My last night in Fayettenam after packing up the crib to move to Raleigh. And KMS came through, man. We just went out, had a couple of drinks, chopped it up. But man, it's some
And my
greatness.
number 4, and my number 4 would probably be, because I'm not gonna throw myself in there, but he's not originally from Fayetteville. He's not originally from Fayetteville, but I would put his album as my number 4, and I think that would probably be Stranger to Great.
Stranger the
He
Great is nice.
probably his
Check.
gas mask and Teddy Bears album. I think I would probably put it number 4.
What was it? Splatter'em Saturdays?
I kind of like was the one that got him into that.
But did I say it right? Did I say
Yeah,
it right?
Splatter 'em Saturdays. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was killing it there. He was killing
He
it.
was killing it.
He was killing it with the freestyles there.
Heavyweight rhymes,
I wish
man.
he would have kept
Heavyweight.
that going, man, because he had some traction going them Splatter 'em Saturdays where we was dropping a new freestyle. He did one over that what was that one he did? There was one he did that was just really stood out for me, man. And that's the thing. Redman be doing that too, now. He be doing his own little splatterums where he get over the instrumentals on YouTube and he
Well,
does the
hey,
I think
man.
that's something a lot of artists from our era could still do. Cause Joyner Lucas made a name on rapping over other people's beats. So, he rapped over a lot of other people's beats.
It's part of what we do, man. It's part of what we do.
I still do it. I'm still big on that. I
Always.
got the me versus everybody. With the Flip Mode Squad versus Def Squad. I mean, I got so many damn instrumentals that I did freestyles over because I just think it's still a relevant thing to do where you could just put out something quick. You just put it out as a free song to the fans. You ain't really worried about making money, just staying relevant,
And look,
just
man,
spitting some fire.
there's always money to make. There's always moves to do, man. But on the real, man, life is life, man. We all got an expiration date. So having fun, having a smile on your face, whether it comes from a good movie or a good song, that's really all we dealing with, man. And while I'm at it, it's Inner World Disciples. There's only one album that I'm on. That's a whole album.
Yeah.
And it's this joint. Piece to Real. Piece to
Well,
Chuck.
yeah, and that's the thing. Out of all these groups you were with and all these people you rap with, you only did like one project, and which is crazy. Like, I mean, we talked about the Masan Jones project, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, piece of my I don't
But
know. I
like,
think
with that, it's like you and Riley, I'm in Fayettenam. When we started talking about that, we were kind of like in two different cities. It would have to be something where we had to like. I mean, it could still get done because, like, you know me, man. Like, I don't release music just because I'm trying to get
I
on
just
anymore. It's like
yeah, it's
if you
every
still love to make music, then you should still make music. I mean, you got Ant One over there still making music, dropping music videos with him and his son and stuff.
piece of
He's
hand
older than
one,
me.
my
He's
brother.
what? He's what? 50
Yeah,
something, right?
he got videos too. Yeah, look up Ant One if y'all can. Look up Ant
I
One,
mean,
man.
shit. Mr.
Word to
J,
the
who
hip
was on
hop.
this show, Mr. J, who
Peace
was
to
on this
Mr.
show, he's
J.
older than me. He's still dropping music, you know. Like, this is the
It's
thing I will say. Like, if you
it's
still
real
love to
dope.
make
It's real
music,
dope.
if you still
Hmm
love to make music, you should still be making music and releasing it somewhere. Whether if you're not doing it online, man, pass them out hand to hand or do whatever, man.
Hey man, I got notebooks all over my house, man. I got a notebook under the couch. I got a notebook under the bed, by the bed.
I still got my
there
notebooks.
I reach out and we're in the digital age now, so I even go to the notes section on my phone, just jot something down if I think about it. But
See,
stay creative, my friends.
we
Stay
need to get
creative.
you in a position where you can record your own shit. You know why? Because if you can record your own
That's
shit,
a
I could
that's a
just send you the beat with the verse and the hook, and then you can record your joint and send it back, and we could be doing the Masson Jones album. And that sounds like some old
yeah.
motherfuckers, yo. Masson Jones.
Yeah, Masson Jones sound
That
like
sound
he
like some two old motherfuckers, like in front of sitting on a porch,
yeah, Masson
drinking
Jones,
corn
Masson Jones
liquor, smoking out a peace pipe.
collecting Social Security. Oh, they
Hold
go
up,
Masson Jones right there.
yo,
Hey,
Mr.
yo, man.
Jones, tell him about that time you recorded a bunch of songs with Ryan.
Oh, yo, that that's actually another whole album I got, but nobody has heard it
Y'all
except
didn't
me
put
and
that out.
Ryan.
Y'all didn't put nothing out.
Man, I have it on the flash drive, but the formatting is so old that I got the flash drive on my laptop.
He said
But
I heard them and they were fire. Like, what do you think? What do you think it's gonna
oh
take
man,
for
thank
y'all
you,
to release some
man.
of those? What it's gonna take for y'all to release some of those? What do you think?
I don't think it will sound, man. Me and Ryan, we were in a time, man. Good. I can't believe this shit done came up.
Ryan Minton, local celebrity comedian.
You know what? Peace to Ryan and peace to his family. Rest in peace, Uncle Dave, and rest in peace, his grandmother. She was my manager at the dry cleaners, and Ryan's mom met my mom, and that was my first job. Well, not my first. Well, it was my first job out of high school. It wasn't my first job, but wow,
Yeah, I
man,
went
it's
to
amazing.
when I go to the comedy
Wow.
joints, they say Ryan looks like ZZ, the garden gnome of ZZ Top of garden
Yo,
gnomes.
and me and Ryan, the name of our project, the name of just me, because he
Yeah,
was
what was the
making
name of the project?
Beatdown Mechanism.
Beatdown Mechanism.
Yeah,
Who came up with that?
I think I came up with the name. I think Ryan approved it, but it's crazy because Ryan is doing metal, and then he's like, "Yo, man, I make beats," and I was like, "What kind of beats you got?" And they were some wild ass beats. So I wrote some wild ass rhymes, man. Yeah, all him like about 3 bottles of vodka.
Were they rap beats?
Yeah, but it wasn't rap. It was Beatdown Mechanism, man. Good gracious, I can't believe this. I can't believe Chris brought this up, man. Good gracious.
So we gotta try to I'm gonna definitely try to go up
We
there
gotta
this
get
Monday
Ryan
for
on
the
now.
comedy shit, and I'm gonna ask him about it and whatnot.
Hey, yo, P, man, I hope I didn't kill your show, man. I hope this is all good, man. But
Nah, we're gonna get a bunch of crazy clips.
this is
We're gonna get
dope,
a bunch of
man.
clips.
Hey, yo,
So
let me get my old man on right quick. Hey, yo, just to let you know, for some
he
reason,
said it reminds me of LP's production. That's what I was thinking about. Was it when you said it
man,
was
look,
weird? I was thinking like, is it some fucking what was LP Company Flow? Like Company Flow and shit.
yeah, yo, man.
And what was that
Crazy.
song they had, Company Flow, that
Man,
that
Company
one
Flow
song
got
that really stood out?
man, they got
The
everything,
Mo
man.
Bamba, the
Oh, my man comes off on the track in the beginning, says rugged like Rwanda.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
just
The beat on that was so fucking bananas at that time. And
Ryan,
I really didn't appreciate them at first, man. I didn't really catch on to them at first like that.
it's a whole nother conversation, but Zesta going through Foxfire and Zesta always knew about something. He was like, man, check this out. It's Company Flow. Like Zesta was the type of cat that would get a hold of some new stuff and then just give it away to you. Like, yeah, you need to check this out. And when I heard Company Flow, Fun Crusher Plus, their first album.
They kind of changed the game somewhat. The production and stuff. Like nobody was doing shit like that, right?
Hey
Originally.
yo, man, look, man. When I got word through media that LP and Killer Mike, some people was like, how's that going to work? Man, I was at the crib like, man, Company Flow and Dungeon Family about to come together. LP been on the bounce.
Yeah.
And Killer Mike is a raw ass MC. And LP had already done production for Killer Mike. People didn't know,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I was like, oh, this is going to work. I didn't know that Run the Jewels shit would blow up like it did. But I knew
It worked
that
better than the haters thought, or the people that were doubting it thought. Because I
yeah,
mean,
because a cat like me was out there. Jones, I'm living in Bonnie Doon. I'm like, yeah, that's going to work.
it created a second shelf life musically, really, for both of them cats.
Yeah.
I mean, LP was still doing his thing, but like they literally almost won a Grammy, right?
Yeah, they've been nominated.
They got nominated for a Grammy off of an album that was literally like not mainstream at all.
And their business model is wild, man. They've never put out an album that wasn't for free.
That's crazy.
Their business model.
Because they make so much money off of the tours. It's in the merchandise. It's probably good to go. And you know what? I'm glad you said that.
And people still buy the physical copy. They still do. So
I'm glad you said that. So they give away the album. I think that's what the music business is missing. That you got people that think they're entitled to make money off of their music before they even have fan base and consumer base. And if you give it away for free and they get hooked, they're coming back for more. And then we know all the real money is in touring anyways. So it doesn't really matter if you give the music away for free. It doesn't matter if you give the music away for free because you're still going to tour the music that you're giving away for free. But people are so convinced that, oh, I'm going to make my $4,000 off 1 million people listen to it. If 1 million people listen to your single back in the days, that was $2 million of revenue generated. Now they're saying it's $4,000 of revenue generated. It's like we got to get back to these things where we give the dope away for free. Even though it's dope, we still give it away for free so we can get people hooked and they come back for more and more and more and more and more and more.
Hey, yo, when this dude turns 70 years old and he ain't in the league, this jersey is still going to be selling. I think that's a dope way to just.
Oh, he changed the game. No. You know what's crazy?
No. What I'm saying is
Steph Curry is going to go down as one of the biggest basketball players of all time.
It's not about him. What I'm saying is like Magic Johnson, Jordan, they ain't on the court no more. But you can find somebody with a 32 jersey. You can find somebody with a 23 jersey. That product and merch, man.
And Porterfield said you could make money off of touring royalties, but that's another discussion. But see, that's the thing. Like you could still give away. You still, and that's not even counting mechanical royalties if it gets placed in a movie, anything of that nature. If somebody want to use it in commercial, So yeah, I mean.
He said, I know you do, man.
The fact that somebody can make some of the highest quality hip hop nowadays and give it away for free, but all these rappers that we would consider trash artists are still selling this trash, it should tell them something, man. That they looking at it all wrong, man. They looking at this game
Everybody,
all wrong.
everybody has an audience, man. Everybody has an audience. Everybody has an audience. There's artists out there, there's rappers. I've never bought their music. I don't play their music. But guess what? Who am I to argue with 2 million of their fans? They don't care. They ain't waking up in the morning like, damn, Jones ain't bought my record yet.
I would argue most mainstream rappers don't have 2 million fans. They have a perception. They have a perception of
Yeah.
having 2 million fans because they got a bunch of fake followers added to their accounts along with the real ones, a bunch of fake plays along with the real ones. I think it goes to show when these people go, and if you can't sell out an arena by yourself, you ain't got 2 million fans. That's
Everybody
why
got fans.
the
Everybody
cats
got
that selling
fans,
out
man.
arenas is like in rap wise is like Eminem, Cole, Kendrick, Drake. I don't even think like somebody like Big Sean ain't selling an arena out by himself. Kanye probably selling out the arena, but like we talking about arenas. I mean, there's a difference between a Fayetteville Civic Center and some big old arena show where there's 20. Fayetteville Civic Center holds, I think, about maybe
Hey yo,
7,
man,
8,000.
I know I'm being hometown biased, but man, being there with J. Cole sold out the Crown, and then didn't even know Drake and Jay-Z was gonna be there.
And still
And
sold out.
It was yeah. People were just
Hey.
there to see him. And Jeremiah and somebody else was going. I think and Big Sean. Big Sean was there. But we didn't know Drake was going to pop out. We didn't know that. And we didn't know Jay-Z was going to come out. And Jay-Z, but anyway,
Yeah,
man.
that's how you know that only a few people,
Yeah, you're
selective
right.
artists got these diehards. They got these diehard loyal fan base, these super fans. A lot of these
Yeah.
mainstream cats don't got these super fans and diehards. They're just prisoners of the moment.
It's
All right,
it's
so
wild, man.
we about to hit
All right.
this hour and 30 mark, man. I know you gotta probably get some food in the belly, whatnot. Any shout outs you want to do before we go?
Hey man, peace to the whole Ville. Peace to my big
And
yeah, peace to the Ville, man. Peace to my brothers, PL Smooth, Mike D. Peace to my parents. Peace to my sister. You might know her, you might not. Just when you see her, treat her good. All right. And man, peace to you, man. Peace to my
appreciate
wife.
it.
Peace to my family here in Raleigh. Like wow. And we here, man. We here. Peace to everybody that's just living their life, man.
So you heard
keep
it
them lights
first
on.
tonight. Jones is live from Raleigh, and I'm live from Fayettenam for another episode. Next week I think we got next week we got Nonchalant.
Word, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Where you gonna be? Nonchalant next week. I can't wait. I gotta make sure I get this OBS down packed. If not, I'm gonna have to keep my StreamYard going.
Word up. But yo, man. Hey, man.
Appreciate you though.
Hey, peace.
Go ahead.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. For real. It's it's been dope, man. Unexpected. But then this is it's real dope, man. I appreciate it.
I'm still
got
to do a test run Sunday though. I gotta figure out this OBS.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back on the clock on Sunday. But anyway, hey man.
Appreciate you, man. And we out, man. Peace.
Hey.